Hello! When a person makes a claim for a found item, it is important to provide high levels of service to assist this person. People who have lost items will commonly contact the venue to determine if the item has been found. There are basic requirements when a person arrives in person to claim a lost and found item. 1. Identify the lost item. You need to ask the person to answer some basic questions to identify the item they are seeking to claim. A. What is the item? Ask them to provide a brief yet detailed description of the item. B. Where was the item lost? Ask them to tell you where they lost the item or where they believe the loss had the position of the item. C. When did you think you have lost the item? Ask them for the day, date, and the time. E. What is the value of the item? Ask them how much the item is worth. This is only a legitimate question when the value of the item was recorded in the Lost and Found register. Make sure you compare the answers to the information recorded in the Lost and Found register. This is crucial because, of course, you know the consequences of handing a wrong item to a wrong person. 2. Verify the ownership. The way you verify the ownership can be done in several ways. A. Obtain an accurate description of the item. How much money is in the wallet? What brand is it? B. Ask for ownership documents. Checking ownership documents may mean visually seeing the passport, ID card, receipts of the purchase, or photographs. Be careful when handling claims for valuable items. Make sure that you check the ownership evidence carefully. You must always obtain the proof to whom the item is released, and make sure you have got all the ownership evidence. This is also to provide a starting point for the inquiry if the item is released to the wrong person and the rightful owner subsequently makes a claim for the item. What should you do when these people do not have ownership evidence? Ask for some other forms of photographic identification. This may be an official ID, a workplace-based form, or a community-based membership card. You may also involve other staff members or management who know the claimant. The other alternative is to ask them to sign a form and compare this to the registration form they completed on their arrival at the venue. What to do when you have been presented with suitable identification from the owner? A. Check it to ensure it's legitimate and has not been tampered. You can also match with the data on the registration card or the gas history. B. Copy the document for filling in the Lost and Found register or filling system. C. If it's not possible to obtain a photocopy of the identification, you should record the ID type, any addresses, and any applicable dates. 3. Identify items in the register. When the person has provided a description of the item, you should next attempt to locate the item in the Lost and Found register. Where the claimant is seeking to claim an item that was not reported as lost, you should turn to the Found Items section of the Lost and Found register and look for an item matching the details provided by the person. Again, if the information provided matches what is in the register, you can proceed. But if not, involve management or your supervisor in this case. 4. Obtain and return the item. Using the information in the register and the sequential number listed against the item, here is what you must do. A. Explain to the claimant you have located the item in the register and will now go and obtain it. B. Locate the items using the number of the item as listed in the register to find the Lost and Found tag. C. Verify the item actually matches the item described or being sought. D. Return to the claimant and allow them to view and verify the item. What to do when dealing with the claimant by phone? A. Establish and confirm that identity, an address, as well as contact details. B. Secure information regarding the description and value of an item, when and where it was lost and whether or not it was reported as lost or stolen. C. Arrange for them to call in to the venue to view the item. If the item has been found, and complete the claim process or arrange for another person to identify and collect the item on their behalf. D. Determine the method of return of the item to the person who may live long away from the venue or in an overseas country. When talking to a person from another country or distant area regarding their claim for a lost item, all the checks and verifications mentioned earlier in these notes must be undertaken. When handling distant claimants, here are the steps. Ask the preferred shipment method. This will often depend on the nature of the item, such as whether it is big or heavy, or small or light, and taking into account how expensive it is and the sentimental nature of the article. Explain the shipment fee, handling fee, insurance fee, and the estimated time of arrival. Obtain the relevant contact details. A check may be made to ensure these details are the same as the claimant details already recorded in the internal guest history. This is a one way of ensuring items are sent to their rightful owners. Pack the items. Wrap the items thoroughly to secure it. Ship the items via agreeable method. You may notify a courier to collect the item or take it to the delivery service, capturing consignment details, number, expected delivery date or time, and or delivery route, including details of any online tracking service offered by the carrier. Update the lost and found register. When the item has been processed for return, the lost and found register should be updated. Details may need to be included as appropriate to identify the delivery address, expedition name, cost, date, and time sent, also the consignment number. That is how you handle claims for lost items according to the International Competence Standard, nurturing you to grow.